What's up, YouTube world and everyone else watching from any other platform? How are you doing today? It's quite lovely here. The sun is shining, clear skies, plenty of ambiance going on in this city because it's crowded, but it's a beautiful day. So today I want to talk about the fact that it is Teacher Appreciation Week. I think it is very ideal for anyone who has any teacher or anyone from a school, it'd be college, elementary, middle, high, whatever. If they ever did anything for you, I highly recommend you reach out to them and let them know. It is their week. I think they deserve it. I know there's not a lot because I can think back on a lot of teachers that I've had The one that I think of two worst teachers that I've had. One was in elementary school. I remember her name. I'm not going to say it, but I remember her name, and she was so rude and hateful to her classes all the time. I had her too as a teacher. She was always rude, and I swear her and my mom were fitting a scrap like a good 5 times. My mom couldn't even stand her. She was just not a good person. Not a good person. I've seen her in my later years, you know. A long time ago when I worked at Target, actually, I ran into her and I had a swift conversation with her, you know, and I was friendly, like, oh, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but, you know, I was in your class, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, yeah, I remember you. So even still then she had attitude, but, you know, some people just can't grow, and that's fine. And then I remember another one in high school. He was not a bad teacher. He was actually funny. And any of my peers watching this video are going to know who I'm talking about, but he looked like Fred Flintstone. And he smoked weed. He actually got fired from school because he was smoking weed on campus. A whole grown-ass teacher, I'm trying to tell you. So, and he was great. I mean, I can't say he was bad, but he was just, you know. But I can remember 2 teachers. I'm going to talk in depth about one because I actually reached out to her today. I'm going to get into that story. But I say 2. It's really 3. I think about 3. 2 from middle school, 1 from high school. The one from high school is the one I'm going to go in depth about. But I do want to take some time because it is Teacher Appreciation Week. Maybe by the good grace of God, they will see my video and they will know that I'm thinking, that I think about them. I will say both of their names. One was Miss Schaefer. She was my middle school math teacher. I was on the Spirit team. That was my team, Team Spirit. I made sure to pick my team because I loved it because I was a little flamboyant gay boy back in the day. Like, Team Spirit, we have it. So it was on the Spirits team. Her name was Miss Schaefer. And she was my math teacher. And she was always so bubbly and so happy, and you could tell her passion was to teach math. You know, she loved talking to us. She interacted with us like crazy. She was always helpful. Just the sweetest woman that I could think of in middle school. Like, I will never forget Miss Schaefer. She was great. And the other one is Mr. Wisby. Same school, same team. He was my science teacher. And it's funny looking back on it now because I was not a fan of Mr. Wisby during that time, like when I was in school. I was not a fan. But looking back on it now, I could tell he was a little rough with me, per se. I think because he saw potential in me. That's what I honestly think. And I want to give you my reason as to why I say that and why I think that. So I remember I was in the hall in front of his door. It was during class change. I can't remember if I had just left his class or if I was going to his class, but I was passing his class. And this boy, who I crushed on so hard at the time, and looking back on it now, it's like, ew. But anyway, me and him were beefing, and I turned my back. Okay, so I wasn't going to his class. I must have been going to the class at the end of the hall. I turned to walk away, and he punched me in my shoulder. Like some weak-ass punch, you know, but I was fiery in middle school, in my best years. Middle school was my best time, I'm trying to tell you. But I was fiery, so when he hit me, I'm pretty sure Mr. Wisby was standing right there because he hit me, and I turned around, I had this look of anger, and I was about to chase him. I probably got 2 steps, and Mr. Wisby said, "Shelby, don't you got a class to go to?" And I just looked at him, I'm like, yes. And I turned around and I went to class. And after that, I never saw that boy. And I remember that boy's name. His name was Alex. I never saw him again after that happened. So I think that's why I think highly of Mr. Wisby now. Because he saved me from going down the wrong path. Like, he could have easily let me chase him and fight him, and then I would have got suspended and all these things. I'm sorry you had to see his ass, but it was nice, and then he's cute. Anyway, so looking back on it now, I really think he just was hard on me to save me, in a sense. So I gotta give a shout out to them, Mr. Wisby and Mrs. Schaefer. We'll never forget them, because that was a long time ago. I mean, it's been almost 10 years. 10 years next year since I've been out of high school. And that was middle school. So it was a long time ago. And I still think about them to this day. So then now I want to get into my high school. I won't say her new name, but I will go ahead and say her last name that was when we was in school, Miss Hofflick. She was an amazing teacher. The best I've had ever. The best I've had ever. She was my English teacher sophomore and senior year, and I thought that was great because our freshman year we just had one, but I don't know what happened to her. She left, quit or something, and then we got Miss Hofflick sophomore year, and she is literally, to my recollection, she is the only teacher that we had the remainder of our high school years. Like, of course, our math teachers changed, our science teachers changed, every teacher changed except for Miss Hofflick. She, from sophomore year on, she was our high school English teacher. Well, she was more than just that for me, because I went to actual school freshman year, half of sophomore year, and senior year. But the second half of sophomore year all the way through junior year, I was homeschooled. And by the good grace of God, I can't remember why or how, but Miss Hofflick became my teacher. You know, I do think I made it aware to everyone that I was going to become homeschooled. I can't remember how the process worked, but Miss Hofflick took it. Like, she wanted that. She wanted to be my teacher, and I love it. She was great. You know, she helped me with everything, not just English, math, science, anything you can think of. She helped me with it. She got me through to senior year. She got me through to graduate with my class. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have graduated with my class, because I really wasn't the greatest in high school either. I failed freshman year. I think I failed sophomore year too, and that was because my first half, you know, that was before she helped me. So, you know, because of her, I was able to focus and be on point and get everything right and make good grades the second half of sophomore year, but I was already credit short. So I still had to do summer school, but that's fine. But junior year, on it, like through it, like she literally got me there. And so I've been wanting to reach out to her for a while, months, because I'm the type of person, I think about every little thing I ever done in my life, and you know, I grow from it, I learn from it, you know, so I like to reach out to people to let them know of mistakes that were made, no matter how small. It could be something so small. This was probably small. You know, she could have thought of this as something small, but to me, it's big, right? So that's just the kind of person I am. So in senior year, I wasn't mean to her in any way. I wasn't like rude, but you know, I was disrespectful. I was 18-year-old adolescence. I thought my shit didn't stink, you know. So there were times when I was rude in her class. And there was one time it got so strong, let's say, that she like had to yell at me. And I'm not mad at her for it. I deserved every minute of it, but I felt bad. I felt so bad, especially now looking back on it, because, you know, that's not how that's not how you show that you're gracious for someone who literally carried your ass and made sure you graduated with your year, you know. So anyway, that's how I learned about Teacher Appreciation Week, because she posted it on her Facebook. And she's like, I would like my students to reach out to me, you know, if I ever taught you, and let me know, you know, how you're doing or whatever. So I took that as the sign to finally reach out to her, because I never have. I've always thought about it, but I never reached out to her, because I'm always like, is it the right time kind of thing. And I told her that. I was like, you know, I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I'm glad that you posted this, because this gave me the push to do it. And so I explained to her about how bad I felt for all those times I was not the best in her class, and you know, if it wasn't for her I wouldn't be where I am and all that. And she melted, and I love it, you know. She's like, that means everything to me. Thank you for taking the time to tell me all those sweet things. And that made my day. That made my day, knowing that it reached her and she felt that, you know, because it was with my sincerest apologies that I acted like that. I never wanted to act like an ass, and that's not how you show gratitude for someone who's done something for you. So if you have any teachers, counselors, whatever, a principal, someone who helped you in any kind of way throughout your school years, elementary, middle, high, college, even college, reach out to them and let them know. This is their week. They deserve it. You know, I understand there are some teachers out there who probably don't, but you got to think about all the things the teachers go through. They take on these kids, they take on their responsibilities during the hours, they put their money into it, you know. So I really think they deserve just a little bit of gratitude, especially if they did something for you personally and you felt it. And it changed your mood, it changed your life, it changed how you felt in the moment. You know, it all matters. Even if they changed your grade, that's something, because without that good grade, Lord knows where you would have been if you would have failed or had to take the class over, blah blah blah. It all matters. So if you appreciate any of them, if you're still in contact with them, reach out to them. Or do like me, make a video and just put it out there in the world and hope that they see it. That's all we can do. But show the love. Show the love. Let them know that you care, okay? In my Tammy voice, let them know. Shout out to Chelsea Lynn, by the way. I love her. But let them know, okay? That's all you gotta do. That's it for that. Now I do want to update you all. So Friday we will be going to Pennsylvania. So I promise I will shoot a video in Pennsylvania this time. I said I was going to do it the last time we went a couple weeks ago, but it was rainy and muggy and muddy and nasty, and it was cold, so I could not. I could not, because I didn't want to get muddy and all that. You know, that's not cute. That's not cute. But I will do it this time, because I know we're going to have good weather. And even if it is a little muggy or something, I will force myself to do it, because I want you all to see the beautiful area that we're working in Pennsylvania. And it's calming and it's tranquil, it's nice. So I will be doing that. That's not till Friday though, so I will be doing, you know, it's only Tuesday, so I will be doing more videos in between the week, obviously. I'm going to get back to doing a day-to-day thing, a daily video, because I have a lot to talk about. I like to talk. As you can see, I've been talking for 14 minutes already. Like, I just can't shut up. So you all know what to do. Hit that like button. Hit that like button if you like the ambiance I have here with the horns and the people and the screaming and the birds and the buds. Hit that like button if you felt that my video was inspirational to you. Or if it made you think about a teacher that you think about that helped you in any kind of way. And hit that subscribe button if you like to hear a non-stop talking gay man, because that's all I do. I talk non-stop. Non-stop. Hit that subscribe button if you like a little bit of everything, because that's what my channel is about. These are the worst. These are the worst. And he's coming this way. At least no more horn. If you like a little bit of everything, because that is how my channel operates. I do it all. You know, people tell me all the time, you need to pick one thing and stick to it. And I've been thinking about that. Like, what is something I like to do? I travel, and I do a lot of travel vlogs. But not they get some views, but not too many people check them out, which is fine. You know, I do love traveling and doing all that. But I like to do everything. I don't want to be set in that bubble that I have to do one specific thing. I've done the gaming, I've done the traveling, I've done the one-on-ones like this. You know, I've done controversies, all that. And I'm going to keep doing that. I like to have everything. I'm ready to do some mukbangs, I swear, because that's all I watch on my free time is mukbangs. I want to do ASMR as well, because I love those. So if you like a little bit of everything, if you like a mix, hit that subscribe button. Until then, this is Morale King out, and I'll see you all around.